Hey guys, Ollie here at Relentless Comics. Welcome back to the channel and episode number 9 of Relentless Origin Series for Marvel characters. As you can see today, I shall introduce the origin of one of Spider-Man's most infamous villains, Doctor Octopus. And as always, with each video I shall talk about the character's origin story, as well as briefly talk about their history, their personality, their powers and abilities. So, the long-awaited Spider-Man No Way Home movie has now been released in most, if not all, countries, and this has sparked a lot of excitement surrounding Doctor Octopus and his rumoured appearance in the film. So if you're excited as I am and everyone else, and you want to know more about this character, sit back, relax, put your feet up. We're about to delve deep into the relentless origin story of Doc Ock. Who is Doctor Octopus? First introduced by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko in The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 3, Dr. Otto Octavius was a nuclear physicist who designed 4 mechanical arms to manipulate radioactive isotopes from a safe distance. Later stories have revealed that the arms were influenced by Octavius's overbearing mother, who pressured her son to never get his hands dirty. When a lab explosion fuses the arms to Otto's body, he turned into a now 8-limbed scientist who learns he can control the arms with his mind, and as such he begins a criminal career using the name given by his co-workers, and they teased him with the name of Doctor Octopus. The origin story of Doctor Octopus. Born in Schenectady, New York, Otto Octavius had a turbulent upbringing. His father, Torbert Octavius, was abusive and violent towards both Otto and his mother, Mary. The young Octavius was very shy. He had good work in school, but this got him labelled as a teacher's pet and targeted as a subject for bullying. His father, Otto's father, did not appreciate having a bullied son and roared at him to use violence in dealing with his bullies. Otto's mother would always defend her son from Torbert's tirades, saying he was a gifted thinker who should use his brain to solve problems, not his fists. And due to his mother's insistence and influence, Octavius was determined not to become like his father, and threw all his efforts into his education, regularly scoring top marks. His devotion to study paid off, with him being awarded a university scholarship. During Otto's first year of college, he was undecided in his studies until they were briefly interrupted by his father's funeral. A construction accident had ended Torbert's life, and when his mother remarked that an early death is a manual labourer's, and she expected better from her son, this seemed to create an obsession in Octavius about hard sciences, and he declared his major to be physical science. His obsession did not manifest immediately, and he was regarded by his school friends as a devoted student who was genuinely interested in the studies. Otto became a brilliant and respected nuclear physicist, atomic research consultant, an inventor, and a lecturer. He designed a set of highly advanced mechanical arms, controlled via a brain-computer interface to assist him with his research into atomic physics. The tentacle-like arms are resistant to radiation and are also capable of great strength and highly precise movement. They're attached to a harness that fits around Otto's body, and although his relationship with his co-workers was typically hostile, he was willing to give a demonstration of his invention to a small selected group. He showed how the metal tentacles allowed him to work safely with chemicals that would normally be too dangerous for a human being to touch or even be in close vicinity to. One person impressed by this was a scientist named Mary Alice Anders, and the two soon dated. Otto eventually proposed to Mary. However, when Otto announced the marriage to his mother, her feelings were not reciprocated. Believing that no woman was good enough for her son, she made him feel guilty that she was going to be pushed aside for his bride-to-be. Otto was extremely shocked that he hurt his mother, and to please her, Otto broke off this engagement with Mary. He discovered that his mother had begun dating a librarian, and he was despised her, causing her to have a fatal heart attack. With the death of his mother and Mary out of his life, Octavius's disposition towards nearly everyone became mean-spirited. His co-workers often called him Doctor Octopus. However, he did not mind this too much, and he quite liked the nickname, which eventually became infamous. Dr. Octopus's personality. So, at this dark point in his life, when everything seemed to go wrong, the death of his mother, the breakup with his bride-to-be, his mental state really deteriorated and unleashed a true maniacal intensity to his psyche. He became very sociopathic, vengeful, and calculating, all whilst being a super genius. And this really did create the alter ego of Doctor Octopus. His powers and abilities. So, Doctor Octopus has a genius-level intellect in relation to the field of atomic physics and radiation. He holds a PhD in nuclear science and is skilled as an inventor and an engineer. He is an excellent tactician as well as being a charismatic leader. He is able to effectively segment his attention in such a way as to engage multiple people in battle, while simultaneously performing some other and more delicate tasks. His tentacles or his arms, he has telepathic control over these 4 prehensile electronic arms that are attached to his torso. Even when the harness is detached from his torso, he maintains a level of telepathic control over the arms, even over great distances. The arms, which have pincers at the end, can extend to around 24 feet and are capable of superhuman strength and enhanced reaction time. He can use them to lift a maximum of around 8 tons per arm, though at least one arm must support his body. He can use them similarly to legs, to lift his body and move around more quickly over a variety of terrains. He can also use the arms to scale walls, much like Spider-Man, his nemesis. He wears an armoured bodysuit because while capable of dishing out an enhanced beating, his body is still that of a regular human, and he has become increasingly worn down by the constant fighting and injuries that he has sustained over both his criminal activity and fights, of course, with Spider-Man. This suit adds an additional 4 cybernetic arms, like I say, which he can control not just his arms, but he also has Octobots, which are small 8-limbed robots that he controls. I hope this was a good summary of the character. Like I say, I want to keep it short and sweet for you guys, just so you can have a brief overview of the character. So if you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button, hit the subscribe button down below for more content on this channel. If you have any video ideas or feedback, then please feel free to leave this in the comment section below, and I shall respond to all comments and messages, both on the YouTube video and on my Instagram page, which I will put in the description box. So for more of these videos, ring the notification bell as well, and you'll never miss a new video every Saturday. So thank you all once again. As you can all see now, in the next episode of this series, I shall be covering the origin story of a major villain who is set to appear in the Hawkeye series. He is Daredevil's greatest enemy and threat within the MCU, Kingpin.